it anymore. But then you're going to take it and give it to the LGBT community. Man, y'all better stop playing. Boy, ooh, boy, hey, I ain't got nothing to do with it. You see where I'm at, right? I'm declaring. I don't want no parts of Yahweh Shah when he comes. I will show you him again, but I don't want no parts of Yahweh Shah when he comes. None. Y'all gonna find out that Jesus Christ's black man name is Yahweh Shah. And I don't want any parts of none of that. Ezekiel 25:14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hands of my people Israel. See that? I'm gonna read it again for all you Christians who say vengeance belongs to the Lord. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hands of my people Israel. It's gonna be a race war here in America. It's coming. Everybody feel it. You and your neighbors ain't getting along. Them conversations ain't being long anymore, are they? They being real short. Y'all, matter of fact, y'all eyeing each other. Matter of fact, they said when Obama became president, gun prices skyrocketed. Remember that? What y'all thought these white folks buying all these guns for? And just to add insult to injury on the race riot has come, if you watch the last purge, they show you that these paramilitary groups, Blackwater, that they was using in Iraq, was going around posing at the Ku Klux Klan and all right groups going to you black/Native American churches and killing y'all. Facts. And in y'all ghettos. They ain't doing nothing but using the left-hand side to subliminally put messages in these High Hitler guys. I'm sorry, they call themselves nationalists now. We're just nationalists. We're just for our nation. We don't have to apologize for slavery. We're just here for the upbringing, uplifting of our people. See, when y'all go down, y'all talking about you a nationalist for your people. I want to know who took something from y'all. Look like to me, American currency still dominates the world through the petrodollar. So who actually took something from y'all? Better stop playing, man. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hands of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger. See that? Yahweh Shah anger, not our own. So I don't care what I'm out here saying or preaching about and how mad I might seem. No. Yahweh Shah know everything I have done to everybody of his people. Last week I brought it out that their blood is crying up to the Lord when they leave here unjustly. And I don't care if it's by diabetes. And they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, said the Lord God. See that? Not my vengeance, but Yahweh and Yahweh Shah in his book vengeance. See, he coming back to do what he do, not me. Right now, you can have an officer come and shoot me with a 45, I'm out of here. But the black man coming from the sky with the UFO, that's why Trump got something called the Space Force. Why would he put a new military branch called the Space Force and say that that's the backbone of the army if he don't know something coming from outer space? Why would Reagan at the UN speak about we all need to come together? And what was that they built? It was called man, what's that they built? Because they showed getting ready, and Trump re-envisionalizing that for you new comers. What was it called? The space thing. I forgot the name of it. Hold on, matter of fact, let me look it up. I ain't forgot nothing with a smartphone. Let's look that up real quick, just in case people thought that was a joke. Oh, this guy out there talking about aliens. Okay, I'm joking because I'm talking about aliens. But then Trump, through Penn, your vice president and president, announced that they got a new space force. For what? And they're going to put $2-3 billion behind it. Is that a joke? Wasting $2-3 billion worth of American taxpayer money for a space force? But I'm a joke? No. That shit don't work on me, but now my phone want to act up. Satan get mad. Reagan speaks about a space force. And look, it say Trump Space Force versus Reagan's Star Wars. Here's how they compare. Look, but I'm joking. I'm the crazy dude. Y'all crazy to walk around here and think y'all just gonna go to work every day. That's what I think, right? Matter of fact, let me look some of this up. It say now that President Donald Trump has announced that he has directed the Pentagon to create a new branch of the military called Space Force, many people are wondering just how this compares to former President Reagan's announcement in the 1980s about his Star Wars intervention. The two are actually very different. Read to see. Here is Reagan's announcement from March 23rd, 1983. Because Reagan knows that America's finna be invaded too, like Trump knows. I know it too. It's just gonna happen to be, it's gonna be all black, Latin, and Native American man in them ships coming back to do war of the worlds to America and all over the world. That's all. So that look like that's a good thing for me. Oh, that's why when they did what they call it? When Captain Kirk used to always say, "Beam me up, Scotty." Right. When you break the words down, he's talking about beam me up, black man. Y'all better stop playing. Hey, I'm telling y'all, man. Hey, this is wonderful. This like music to my ears. I'm gonna let him tell it himself. See if Satan let it play. Know he the principality of the air. Everybody else phone around me working but mine. Hey, is your Wi-Fi working? Oh yeah, he was told not to speak to me, y'all.
Into one of the most radical turnabouts of our time in strategic nuclear policy. A decision which offers a new hope for our children in the 21st century. A decision I'll tell you about in a few minutes. And important because there's a very big decision that you must make for yourselves. This subject involves the most basic duty that any president and any people share. The duty to protect and strengthen the peace. At the beginning of this year, I submitted to the Congress a defense budget which reflects my best judgment and the best understanding of the experts and specialists who advise me about what we and our allies must do to protect our people in the years ahead. That budget is much more than a long list of numbers, for behind all the numbers lies America's ability to prevent the greatest of human tragedies and preserve our free way of life in a sometimes dangerous world. It is part of a careful, long-term plan to make America strong again after too many years of neglect and mistakes. Our efforts to rebuild America's defenses and strengthen the peace began 2 years ago when we requested a major increase in the defense program. Since then, the amount of those increases we first proposed has been reduced by half through improvements in management and procurement and other savings. The budget request that is now before the Congress has been trimmed to the limits of safety. Further deep cuts cannot be made without seriously endangering the security of the nation. The choice is up to the men and women you've elected to the Congress, and that means the choice is up to you. Tonight, I want to explain to you what this defense debate is all about and why I'm convinced that the budget now before the Congress is necessary, responsible, and deserving of your support. And I want to offer hope for the future. But first, let me say what the defense debate is not about. It is not about spending arithmetic. I know that in the last few weeks you've been bombarded with numbers and percentages. Some say we need only a 5% increase in defense spending.
I ain't never seen this.
The so-called alternate budget backed by liberals in the House of Representatives would lower the figure to 2 to 3%, cutting our defense spending by $163 billion over the next 5 years. The trouble with all these numbers is that they tell us little about the kind of defense program America needs, or the benefits in security and freedom that our defense effort buys for us. What seems to have been lost in all this debate is the simple truth of how a defense budget is arrived at.
Playing game. Matter of fact, he taking too long.
None. A year ago this month, Mr. Brezhnev pledged a moratorium or freeze on SS-20 deployment. But by
Let's cut to the tape.
And we will spend most of this broadcast trying to put that extraordinary proposal into some kind of perspective. But when the president went on television this evening to talk about the Soviet military buildup and the need for an increased U.S. defense budget, he was doing so within minutes of a decisive rejection by the House of Representatives. They had just cut his proposed defense spending increase by more than half. So the president tonight was talking not only about his adversaries overseas, but those here at home, too. And when his proposal for a space-age defense system against Soviet ballistic missiles gets a full airing, the controversy is going to get bigger and certainly more complicated. As we suggested earlier, and as Jack Smith now reports, the president's plan represents a revolutionary change in U.S. nuclear strategy. For over a generation, nuclear strategy has been governed by the theory of mutual assured destruction.
We're coming back.
A balance of terror in which the two superpowers have held each other's civilian populations hostage to mass destruction, each too scared of the other's retaliatory power to attack first. In the arcane world of nuclear thinking, it was offensive nuclear weapons that promoted stability. Defensive weapons, like the anti-ballistic missile, which lessened the danger of reprisal, upset the balance of terror, and so were considered.
Right, so that's the propaganda that they use then. Trump, he ain't using no propaganda. He coming straight out like, look, we're gonna need a space force because something is coming and it's bigger than us. It's the big black guy. Now, where I'm at. Let's keep this train moving. So yeah, as I was showing y'all that the elites of these Europeans, they know about the UFOs. Well, I don't call them UFOs. I call them chariots of Israel. They know about that, man. Matter of fact, I'm finna show it to y'all, just in case y'all new to the channel. Where they at? They ain't on here. And you seeing more and more of them too. See that? Got it upside down. Right here. This was coming to America. See that? This is the curse that go upon the whole earth. Matter of fact, let me show my camera first. I'm gonna get that real quick. I just wanted to show the people a little bit. Let me show y'all, baby. This is the curse. Let me show you real quick. So you say he that leave into captivity shall go. Watch this. Get this Zechariah 5. Real quick. Alright, this Zechariah 5:1. It said, then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that go forth over the face of the whole earth, for everyone that stilleth, see that? Everyone, and we got here through the transatlantic slave trade. They got what you call today Texas through the Louisiana Purchase. So it say everyone that's stilleth, and y'all over in Iraq right now still in their land. That's why y'all killed Saddam Hussein and his two sons, because they heirs to that. Then y'all went over there and took Gaddafi land and put ISIS in it. Now you over there in Syria going after Assad. But Assad got a prophecy on his side, which is actually Russia. Ezekiel chapter 38. All this and what you watching on the news is all the forecast right through the Bible. That's how I know, that's why I'm out here, because we living in the end of the world. But when I say that, y'all like, what world? What you mean, what world? Who running the world? That's who world finna end. Who face on the money? Zechariah 5:3. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goes forth over the face of the whole earth, for everyone that stilleth shall be cut off on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on this side according to it. And I will bring it forth, said the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief. See that? It's going to enter into the house of the thief. Boy, boy, boy. And into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, that Jesus Christ. Y'all told everybody, oh, his name is Jesus Christ. Well, guess what? Yahushua coming in that ship, and he going to dock it right here. It's going to be chariots all over Fort Worth. I'm only saying that because I'm here. But that's true, though. And I will bring it forth, said the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name. And it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timbers thereof and the stones thereof. See that? And all this place is built off of what? Wood and stone. That's it. It's over. What they say, kiss the baby. They say kiss the baby, but I say kiss the king. At least you make him angry. And that's what Apostle Gabar and Elder Tar was talking about this last Saturday. So that's what I'm out here doing. Because I ain't trying to make you how I told you. I don't want none of that. All right, let's keep this lesson moving though. Y'all got it. If you don't know, now you know. I'm already here. This Amos 9 and 8. Because see, Yahushua got his eyes upon this place. That's why everybody being accountable for what you doing. Hold on, matter of fact. Before I get that, let me get that. Yeah, let me get this real quick. Hold on, let me get it real quick.